we were stating stuff, 2-3 months ago that hasn't come to fruition, is because things change, and so there's a readjustment, a counter to every move and everything else. And so, people are always saying, well, this hasn't happened yet and that hasn't happened yet. And, people need to understand that, this thing isn't set in stone, that, if you do this, we're going to do that, and then we're going to do this. And there's no script, but there's a direction of where we have to go, but how we get there is always changing. And I wish if you could comment on that to clarify to the people that, yes, some things haven't happened because things always are changing.
Okay, well, that's part and parcel of what I've already stated in terms of the military seemingly dragging their feet or whatever you want to call it. There are things that they have to do, and it's an extraordinary amount of them. And you figure how many people are in the military and support people, and et cetera, who have to be, they have to be enlightened as to the difference between what they have done in the past and dealt with in the past and what is presently taking place. This is why I'm making a call to action now, because of the severity or urgency of the situation. Had I known a little earlier, I would have sent personal requests through my contact chain in order to make sure that these things were set in such a fashion that we would actually show up military force-wise at the meetings and take our people, whomever they might be, with us for to stand trial for crimes. Personally, that would have been my take. There's a lot of things that go into all this, and it's not something that can be nailed down, as you said. It's not set in stone. It's a fluid plan so that it can be adaptable to a situation that may come up suddenly, or they may not be aware of. Now, I'm going to suggest they probably were aware of what's going on. And yet here I am now saying, okay, time, let's do it. We're ready, and we're willing to help. How many hands you need where? That's basically what I'm offering. That might mean that I might miss my show next week simply because I'll be out on guard duty somewhere with my gun, making sure some miscreant don't screw up my electrical power or whatever.
And we may miss the show because we're in our communities on the taking things into our into consideration too. So, okay. Well, Drake, we have a lot of questions. We have 61 callers on hold, and we still have questions from the chat room. So I'm gonna hit you with a few questions, and if you can, try to answer them quickly.
Okay,
so we can get
we'll
through.
rocket docket and see what happens.
There we go. I'm not trying to tell you what to do here, but okay. Several little questions. Of course, we have worldwide listeners, Drake, and you know that. We have concerns if this is going to be pretty much worldwide, that we can expect to see the same type of movement and action. In particular, one was asking about Poland, and if anybody from Poland you'd had contact with anybody about Poland, and would they be ready for arresting people in Poland?
That's a good question. I'll make a general addressment to all of the foreign countries. Number one, take a look around and see who's visiting. Number two, the idea that a country is run by the people, for the people, should be a first consideration. Anything that's less than that doesn't do the people any good at all, and actually eventually causes the government to fail. And it doesn't matter what type or formation or formulation or whatever might be going on. So to all the individual countries, no, I have not specifically heard specific information from any outside source in terms of countries as to preparedness, willingness to get off the couch and do something, or any actions taken. So you're going to have to kind of watch what's going on, see whether or not you've got a representative at this meeting, so that you'll know what manner of action to take. Because this does not go toward the betterment of anybody's individuality in terms of whatever stature you might be that business, be that a farmer, whatever. Okay?
Yep, that's great, Drake. Thank you very much. Okay, yeah, and then the comment has been made on a number of occasions in the chat room too that based on most countries' constitutions, that this won't fly. That this would probably be globally unacceptable, and you know that every country would you know be taking up for their you know citizens and humanity. Okay, then let's see. The next question: what happened to the country the 157? I think it was country alliance that basically. Let me see if I can find it here. There was a number of countries that came together that supposedly were going to step up together. Let's see.
You talking about the Eastern Alliance?
The Eastern Alliance, correct.
Okay.
What happened to that?
Well, that's still there. They're not finalized because the rest of the nations are not included yet. That is primarily a global-based equity monetary system that operates in such a manner to support countries that need it or help them, and at the same time provide absolutely transparent banking in terms of international banking. It's different than the one that we have now where they hide in the corners and do stuff in the dark and behind your back and don't tell nobody and they won't know. And that alliance is still there. It's still strong. And some of the ideas that they have in terms of helping us fit right in with the idea of what people here had. The Treasury issuing United States currency, not international Federal Reserve notes or reserve currency. So there are differences, and to be honest with you, I'm looking forward to this. So, next question.
Okay, Drake. Let me go to some of our calls. Okay, I'm going to bring on a caller from area code 717. Okay, caller, you are live.
Hi. I was wondering if you could tell us if, first off, the military is a go because of the Free States sending their packages to The Hague. That was recognized by The Hague. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. Because I know some of the people that were in the Free States, so I just wanted to make sure that that was clarified, that The Hague did receive it and we are a free nation now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, next question.
You answered some of the other things that I had questions on, so I'm done. Thank you.
You're welcome. Do we have another caller with a question?
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, Drake, this is Randy from North Carolina. I just wanted to express to you my deepest gratitude and for all those involved in what's going on here in helping us to get through this. And I would officially like to appoint you as one of the head generals in this event that we're about to go through.
Okay.
And I think we should all come together. I'm sure there's quite a few people on this call. Every time we get on the call, I think it just grows and grows and grows exponentially. But I think we all need to come together with our energies and focus on the outcome here to be one of pure light. There's also a website called 2012 Scenario. If you'll go to the General Archives tab and pull up the lights go down and the curtain goes up, I think that's a good article for this point in time. That's all I have.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next question. I think I'm hearing a bird.
Now somebody's eating.
Is Denise still there?
Okay, I'm sorry, Drake. Yeah, I'm trying to see if we have callers here, and not getting it. I have an anonymous caller on the line live. Did you have a question for Drake?
Hello?
Yes. Did you have a question for Drake?
Oh, you can hear me. Oh, yeah,
yes.
Cool. All right, great. Hey, first I'd like to say, my name's Brian Frieda. I'm in the Global Voice, and I'd like to say I feel so much love through that, through the Facebook page, to all the people that I always talk to. But, Drake, anyways, just to, like, kind of get everything out on the table, you know, so many of us now have faith in your words, faith or trust or whatever you want to call it. But for no means, like, shall we think of you as being a messiah or a prophet or anything like that, but just like someone who has connections that you don't have. So that being said, like, you know, with all the disinformation agents out there and stuff like that, there's so many posts of stupid stuff, and people are just like starting to doubt. And I just wanted to say, you know, Drake's not afraid of who he is anymore. Like, people, he's already been outed. Everybody knows who he is. If he was full of BS, then, you know, he would probably run for the hills if this was not accurate, if the information he was giving out was not accurate. So that being said, I just wanted to say, do you have any information about the Olympics 2012? The ETs, EDs, there are many blurbs about them. Anybody that's really on or been following you or on the Global Voice page know about ETs and EDs and stuff like that. So there's a lot of disinformation about the Andromeda Council and Ashtar Command, Galactic Federation of Light and stuff like that. If there's any information you can confirm or deny, you know, just so we're not following, you know, the wrong information, that would be totally appreciated. And lastly, well, I'm not going to go there. I had something else written down. I'll just leave that. I'll leave it at that for now. Oh,
okay.
The Neil Keenan case. I'm sorry. It's so hard to find any information about, like, dates that this whole thing is supposed to go down with the Neil Keenan case and stuff like that. There's no dates posted anywhere, like, when this court case is supposed to happen. So
okay.
Thanks, Drake.
Slow down here.
Sorry, I'll voice out.
Let me hit you all with something. It's very simple. If you're a quarterback on a football team, do you tell them what you're going to do? And if not, why not? And apply that to a combination of what the military is doing and what Neil Keenan's up to. I talk to Neil Keenan fairly regularly, as he can talk to me, depending on communications and things of this nature. And I've been informed that there's a lot of stuff getting ready to hit the fan in big chunks. So we're going to have a big fan, I guess. Basically, everybody gets to sit and wait. When I get information that I can put out, such as what I've done today, I will definitely hit it and hit it hard. Now, this stuff's real serious. It ain't a joke, folks. They're looking at putting us under the United Nations, foreign troops, you name it, all the fun things everybody's been conspiracy theorying about for so long. So, you know, this is why I'm putting this out. Everybody needs to know, and it's a little bit of a come on with it military along with it. So, next question.
Okay, Drake. Let's see. Next one would be, let's see. area code 623.